Hey guys, Qui-Gon Jake here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In our previous episode, we had worked on fleshing out this rail yard, and as you can see now, it looks very, very pretty. At least I think so. And it's time now to finish up the rail yard and move along with the series by adding in a couple buildings, maybe expanding the tracks here to allow for some diesel locomotives to be resting. And otherwise, it's time to start getting this ready for use. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Alright, and as you can see, we have hit 1972, and all of the GP38 and 40s are now coming online, which is great. Gehowever, this new vehicle available button is going to be here for a little bit of time, so you're going to have to bear with me. Also the SD40-2. Oh geez, it is what it is. You gotta love it though. Let's start with this little section right here. What I'm going to probably do is get the track built first. We're going to use class 4 wooden. Make sure the catenary is off. And then we're going to go ahead and get the, where is it? It's track instructions. Rails. Oh, what? Oh, the rails only adapter. That's how that works. I was wondering how that worked. Ah, dang it. I was trying to make that work over here for these guys. Instead of having to put these things down, I would have put this level section. But alas, that's how that works. That requires a different US Railroad track mod, which unfortunately I have a different version, the more newer one. So, oh well. Let's see, where is the track that I'm looking for? Is it a building? It's probably a building. No, not there. Not there. No, it's not going to be there. How about here? Nope. Here? Nope. How about here? Definitely not. Where is that gosh darn turntable? I can't seem to find it. Oh well. So we're going to just have to make this the spare depot line maintenance. It's probably around here somewhere, and I just don't know where to look for it. But that's okay. We have the train wash machine, so let's go ahead and get the locomotive depot. No, we'll make this the overhaul pit over here. So we're going to get this guy on in like that. And then I'm probably going to stick another one right here with the locomotive depot. Let's see, yeah, let's go ahead and put that. Let's see, where did that thing start? Right there. All right. So I put it like this, and then build another one. It should be right adjacent to it. And it is. Excellent. Yep, that's what I want. 2 of those. And then we're going to get some track. It's still going. Get some track, have it curve over here. Just like so. That looks good. I might extend the rail a little bit beyond. No, I'm not going to. So there's that. There are those sections there. Probably want to get a few more of these sidings here just for a little more, I wouldn't say variety, but like just more rail options. More siding options. That's what I mean. That's what I'm meaning to say. More siding options. Right there. I'll probably put like older locomotives on that section. Or on that segment, I should say. Excuse me. Alright, so that's the rail there. Now let's go ahead and get the locomotives placed. Now this one I will just use the assets mod for, as it shouldn't take too much to get this done. Let's see, so for Union Pacific, we're going to want to use these SD40s, and they need to be currently on the up in use. There's a word for it that I can't think of at the moment, so I'm going to put one of these long hoods halfway in the tunnel, or in the bleh, words. Words are hard, guys. Words are really hard today. I'm going to go ahead and get one of you here. We're going to get another one. Let's do the paint scheme 2. put you right here. So we have those two guys there. Actually, let's reverse that. Let's just reverse that. One there. And then, oops, do I need to, yeah, I put it too close. Wah, wah. And you know what I might even do is take a Southern Pacific. Oh, Sioux doesn't exist. Does CSX exist? Yes, CSX does exist. CLSF does not exist. Oh, the specific line. There we go. There's a good Southern diesel locomotive. Because again, and correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, that I'm pretty confident Union Pacific absorbed or bought out Southern Pacific. Again, let me know if I'm wrong. Please let me know. Let's see. Does he have a level 2? Nope. Have a level 4? Nope. Level 3? Nope. Alright, well, let's just do a generic then. Level 1. No, I actually like the Southern Pacific being right here. We're only going to have that one rail do that, I think. But this is a train wash yard, so let's go ahead and get the other locomotives. Is there not one for the Union Pacific? A longer nose? Yeah, we'll put one in here to show that it's getting cleaned. And then industrial units. This is what we're going to use for the actual depot part of this. So that's what's going to be, this is going to be used for. So let's go ahead and get, this looks like a warehouse, a bricked up warehouse. Let's go ahead, population on. I don't know what that means. Probably means it's going to be population that get used by it. And then we've got a back door here. So the road connection is probably going to be in this sector. So let's go ahead and place you right here. And then Unit 9, you're another storage unit. How about Industrial Unit 8, no number. 5, oh, these have numbers on them. Oh. Interesting. Industrial Unit 11, what do you got there? Another small little road section, but what I can do is have you click right in here. Just like that. There we go. And then I need to have one more. Oh, wow. So these do connect. Are these... Hang on a sec. Do I not have my beepers on? Oh, I do. It's just that they... Huh. Go figure. That's weird. That must be something new that I'm just not familiar with. So we've got a building there. Let's go ahead and get some more warehouse-looking buildings into the system. I don't want industry like this. I don't want foundries or factories. I do want some mixed cargo would be nice. Let's place that over here, right by the sheds, as that is just going to help with the ambiance. Industrial chimney. I don't know what I would use that for. Cargo mix. This honestly makes more sense. But we have a door right there, so we're going to put this industrial mix right here. Again, ambiance. Whether or not that's actually useful, we'll see. I will get some loose wood in over here, although it looks like this section was blocking that door entirely, so that won't work. Let's go ahead then and do... No, not that cargo mix. That one's fine, but we're going to put it instead right here. There we go. There's some bricks, some pipes, some wood, some stuff like that, and that leaves us enough room to get a dirt path right in between them. So let's go ahead and get that started. Doop. Just like that. To showcase that this is the walk path that is currently being taken by the workers. We'll put that there, put that there. Very good. Nice little dirt path. Let's make it a little bit wider. Same with you, and same with you. Small things like that can actually really make a difference. You know, you can never put off the, or what's the word? Never dismiss something out of hand just because it looks small. Sometimes it's the real small things that actually make a lot of difference. Do I want a vertical tank here? I think I'm going to. So the answer to that then is yes. Again, terrain tools, we're going to paint the ground with a little bit of asphalt to show that this thing was actually solidified into the ground. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is going to do a little bit of a warehouse situation. No, not that big. Can I get a smaller one? That's way too much of a warehouse. That's too big. That's way too big. That one's a decent size. Let's see, front left. These are really fun to customize. So that was front left. Or I can make that a door. Car wash machine. What does that mean? Gate. Ah, so it's a difference in gate. Back right is this. Oh, it's an opening. So what if I had a front right opening with a car wash machine? Ah, cool, look at that. It actually has a car wash machine. That's so cool. I don't think I could use that here. That's not really what this place is, but that's still pretty freaking cool. Alright, let's go back to Era C industrial units. Where are you? There we go. No collision, please. We're going to need to have a unit that's small-ish, but not too modern looking. Let's go back to Era B industrial. Industrial 2. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. That... What is that? It's just an interesting little garage. Otherwise, that's kind of quaint. That one's too industrial. That one's too big. This one... Nope, too big as well. Too big. Too big. Alright, let's try industrial 1. There we go. That's better. That's what I'm looking for more of. How about this? There we go. That's a lot better. We have a bit of a door-in section there, and I don't want to place it here, but I will place it down here. Not there, actually. Probably right about... We'll place it... No, I want to actually have this over here by these guys. I think is what I want. So I'm going to slap this guy in right here. Boom. Oh, not quite boom. It doesn't connect with the walls like I wanted it to. Now it has. There we go. A little more work down on that side. We do need a parking lot, so let's go ahead and look at road options for that. What do we got here? Parking. Here we go. Parking. So this is what a generic road parking looks like. It's very unwieldy. So what I'll probably end up doing, and because I don't really want barriers on this either, yeah, this is way too big, is I'll make my own parking. So to do that, I'm going to need to get some more pavement done. So we're going to go ahead, increase this one's size. We're going to we'll put a fence along this sector. So this will be the parking lot. And that means then that I'll need the brush size to be reduced as we go this way. And then I want to get good asphalt around this to showcase that it is built on foundations, not on dirt. There we go. I think that'll look okay at least. Let's go back to the asphalt here and just gingerly coast along. There we go. And again, a little trick that I found is that you can just erase ever so slightly. Oops, that was not slightly. Asphalt. Ooh, that doesn't look half bad. I might do more of that. Because that looks like what it's supposed to be. But the cracked is just... I'm having second thoughts. I might use this and then have the cracks be... Nah, we're going to keep it the way it was. With this at least. We'll try this and just kind of... Sections that are dirtier will, like we might keep a couple sections here. Like this is a kind of a cool looking crack right here. I might do another one of those, like say further down the line, like right here. Or I can reduce the brush size, and then ever so slightly, doop, doop, oops, wrong one, doop, doop, doop. There we go, a little smaller size though. Just get some little bit of splash in some color texture and stuff like that. It'll make the parking lot look and feel a little more realistic if it's got this kind of stuff going. Actually, I did not want that. I liked that where it was. Back to the paint tools. I might do road dirt instead. Yeah, I'm going to do dirt there, dirt all around. Showcase that this is where people tend to walk. And then have this connect to this dirt route right here. Whoa, hold the phone. When did you get so far extended? Okay, we need to fix that. That's going to look really weird. That's going to look really weird. Alright, where was that building? Where were you? Where were you? You're here somewhere. Oh, that was you. Alright, so we had, I think we had standard, no, we had open alt without side, I believe. Nope, we just had without side. Alright, so right about there. Does that still showcase? Just barely showcases the, or doesn't reveal the engine shed. Perfect. Very good. However, that does make things like this a little wonky, as it suddenly everything is moved back. Dang it. I'm going to have to redo this section. Gosh darn it all. Shucks. Shucks, oh geez, oh whiz. Anyway, back to our little... Where are you? I might have to go find you out from everything. I am, aren't I? Farmland. There it goes. Do 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 do. That's fine there. I'll leave that. But then I will need to get the road dirt back. There, there, and there. All right. We're going to get a fence in here, I think. Let's go over to the asphalt stuff. And do this. So, now is going to be the fun part of having to really fine-tune this. There we go. Oh, that was too much. Can I do this to kind of soften it up? Yes, I can. That looks pretty decent. Kind of a nice little gray barrier, as it were. And this, I will want that. There we go. Sorry, I get kind of lost in the zoned out there for a second. I was like really trying to fine tune this thing. I don't need it. Does it need to be this fine tuned? No, not really. This is kind of me just being a little more hyperfixated on it. ADHD for the win. Alright, let's go ahead and get the gravel here. There is going to be a little bit of road right here, so I do need to get some asphalt from right here out. Because these things would have asphalt. Same with this guy. Need to have asphalt sections here with some slight variants of asphalt along the sides. Okay, that's too much along the sides. There we go. Dink, dink. Bottle of ink. Doop, doop. I get really, when I get focused like this, I don't talk much. I get very nonverbal very quickly. It is what it is. Anyway, let's get back to building what we had here asset-wise, which was, what was it? Was it this? No. Was it this? No. Was not this. Oh, bother. Which one was it? What was it? Don't tell me I lost it. I'll be so sad if I lost those. They're here somewhere. They're here somewhere. They've got to be here somewhere. At first I thought it was a turntable. No, that's just a protractor. Where are you? Here we are. Kind of. Let's see. We'll be able to do our custom one at least. So that's at least something. What is TOP? Is that tobacco? That's silver. Slag. I guess I'll put a bit of slag in. I guess that is something that probably would come out of this place. But then also some units of steel. Nope, that's too big. Too much steel. We're going to get a couple pallets, though, of that. Just like that. And then like that. So we got steel. Stone. I'm going to put a stone one right here. And then a tools. Let's get that one to be this way. Here and here. And then we'll go ahead and get another different one. We're going to get some planks, put those things in here, and then a long set of planks here. We'll get a little bit of plastic units in next to the planks. I'm going to tilt this just a little bit so it looks a little more natural. And then a machine over in this corner. 2 of these pallets, and then a full-sized one. Right. Oh, nope, that's kind of coming right out from there. Right about here is what we'll do. We are going to need, that means a little more work in the back. Let's get some construction materials back here, as this, to me, would make a logical sense of where this stuff might end up being. And then get some of these things right in here, just like that. Coal, I don't think we'd really use coal all that much. Also, the ground is not level here. You can see underneath of the rails, so I kind of need to block that as best as I can. Goods, that would be a great thing to use to block that section off. Because oftentimes people wouldn't notice unless you do something like this. So, like for example, if I make the terrain level, it doesn't actually level it. It actually, well, it's not that it doesn't level it, it's that it doesn't raise it up. I have to do something like this, and then you gotta do stuff like this, and it's just endless microing that really doesn't need to happen. So why are you doing it then? I don't know, because I started talking about it, and now I feel compelled to do it. Back to what we have. You know, another option I could have done, in fact I'm going to do this instead, is I'm going to attach a building, a brick building to the back of this structure. To do so, I'm going to need goods. Can I get a goods? Because the goods have the really cool buildings. Nope. Nope. No, that just doesn't fit. Tools, I don't need a chimney like that. This works, though. Where's the door? There it is. So if I put the tools here, we could then stack it in just like that. And surprisingly, that is actually not too far off. And then we have what looks like a little bit of living quarters. I can still then come back in with our resources, which I have already forgotten where I found those. There we are. I mean, I'm going to do that clearly. Get the construction materials in, place them right here. I'm going to grab some... I don't think I need barrels of alcohol. I'll put some fuel. Fuel is what I need. Fuel. There we go. Just a little bit of, oops, just a little bit of fuel here in the back. And then some goods back here as well. Let's rotate you to make you look a little more generic. A little more, well, not generic, but just not quite so staged. And then, ooh, what do we got here? Auto short? What is this? Base number of items. 4, 1 row, number of top items, 1, auto 1. Okay, we'll do this. Just like that, adding in that little extra bit of detail. I do want to, before I forget, and I keep saying this, but bear with me, I do want to get a few more things put in, like copper wires. That would be actually useful. But these are tiny wires. Holy cow, these are tiny. Okay, never mind. Those are too small. Will we actually get to any of the train stuff? I don't know. I would like to. Whether or not we do is another matter entirely, regretfully. Let's put a fuel tank in here. And then these are all industry products, so I could spend a lifetime in here trying to get this stuff to work. So I'm not going to. I need to get more building actually done. Let's see. Let's get the parking situation under control first. So that means, before I forget, because I've been putting this off for far too long, it's time to get the fence up. Question is, which fence do we do? Do we do this one? Yeah, let's do this one. So we're going to start by having it line from here all the way to... Ooh, here's a good question, is do I have the line continue all the way to here? I think I do. Finish that. And then, what I can do, this is the fun part. This is where the fun begins. Yes, here we go. I can get this started line. Actually, this is going to have to be a curve. And then just like that. And then we can curve just like that. And then I want to line this sucker over here, just like this. Finish. Alright, so that's the fencing done. Oh, almost done. I gotta get this last one here. What are you doing? Let's start from here and go all the way to just right about here. Of course, that's when the autosave decides to kick in. Well, knowing how things have been going recently with power failures and stuff like that, that's only fair. And then we'll put one in right here. There. So this needs to get redone a little bit here, it looks like. This is a little too much gravel. Let's see. Back to this guy, actually. We have a little more of this to do. There we go. I need to soften that just a little bit. Soften that, soften that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Soften that up. And then we go back to our light asphalt and just gingerly just place it. Kind of in obscure enough places where it wouldn't look like it's too much out of place. But enough to where it makes it look like this is a used, not a used car dealership, so, excuse me. Not like a used car dealership, but definitely along the lines of this is a used car, a used parking lot. It's well weathered. It's seen some things, you know? And then I don't need this to have any dirt on it, so we'll put that like that. And now it's time to get the actual parking lot in for these main buildings. Which this is kind of more of a side building. I consider this to be where the majority of the work is going to be at, but this is still going to be a very important side aspect of the main depots. This is the repair depot stuff. I gotta decide if I want to destroy one of these fences here so that people don't have to walk through here to get out to there. I probably do. Is there any sort of like a gate I could use, or do I just need to kind of leave it open? Probably just need to leave it open. So we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. Let's go ahead and get the parking situation now started. We're going to do concrete. Let's see, car. What do we got? Car and yellow box. Ooh, we have some unaligned terrain, it would seem. Yeah, we do. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know I'd misaligned the terrain here. Well, you'd worked on that. Well, yeah, but I didn't think that would mess up with this. It's a good thing that these things aren't raising out of the ground, although they look like they are. Oh, I don't know what to do now. These things look funny. I think I'm gonna rebuild this section. It just looks, something looks off, and it's because I built it when it was at a different height than it is now. Yes, I know, not the most exciting content, but you have to bear with me. Back to the fences. Okay, I need this to go back to a 0, please, so it goes right where I tell it to go. That was not where I meant. You forgot the line. Yeah, I know. Finish. Whoopsies. Can I just do a single one then? Doesn't have to be perfect, but I would like it to look good. No, I did the wrong thing. I meant to hit the finish button. Okay, there we go. Good enough. Good enough for government work. So we'll have one open spot here, and then another open spot. Let's put that one here. And we'll get some dirt for the ground. My brother's playing Space Engineers. I'm going to snick that guy in right like this. In fact, I'm going to get a little bit of dust kind of covering this section to showcase that the whole area is walked on quite a bit, because you come this way and then I'm probably going to have some little crossover switches there, so that's what that'll be. Who knows, maybe I'll put in a little more extra dirt than normal to show that it's a lot less gravel and grass grows here than is otherwise normal. See, kind of like this. A little more road dirt back over that. There we go. That's the kind of combination I'm looking for. And I know I get so distracted so easily. Bear with me. I gotta extend these rails just a little bit. That at least gives this guy a little more room too, so it doesn't look like he's so hemmed in. Back to the parking. Back to the parking. Yellow box. That's why I got lost. I was trying to... What would I use the yellow box here for? I can't think of anything. Let's do car 2, and let's do... let's do a lot of spaces. How is this still not level? Okay, I need to increase the brush size. This needs to be level. This all needs to be level. There we go. So first we'll do car 1. I don't think I can do 20. I mean I can, but that doesn't mean I should. How is this line-wise? It's not terrible. Let's go ahead and go back to 10, and let's do maybe, let's say, a little more than 13. Let's do 16. There we go. 15 actually, because we got to give them a little space for walking. Just like that. There we go. And then we can do a car 2. Cars 2. This is going to be a little finicky, so bear with me, because we're going to have to build this to be right about here. And then I'm going to have to delete these ones. Then we're going to go to car 1. We're going to go to 0 and we're going to grab this. Put this guy. Actually, I'm going to do side parking lots there. So that means right here can take that and be fine. And then this curve is going to make any sort of like parking lot section here difficult. But it is what it is. Maybe there's something else I can think of for this. Bus stop. Yeah, no. Not a bus stop. Giveaway lane? Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Fascinating. Fascinating. So I will need probably either more parking spots here, or you know what? Actually, what's going to be here is reserved parking lot spots. So we need to do the car with the curbside car. Let's just do 2. Put them right here to kind of give that extra look of, it's not like the parking is completely ended. There's still parking slots, it's just a little harder to get to, in and out of, at least in theory. You know what? No, instead of that, I'm going to put it here instead. Right here. That looks really weird. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. Ask me if I care. Well, do you care? No. No, I do not care. Not nearly enough to fix it, at least. Can I do car 1 and then put this in here, or is it just crowding it a little too much? It would be crowding. Ask me if I care. Geez. That's fine. That'll be fine. We'll leave it like that. Here, we do need to get the car with the curbside. Or car with the yellow box, pardon me. Because this is going to be reserved. And then here, we're going to get... This will be for handicapped parking, I think. That's what we'll do here. So let's go ahead and get the decals, I believe. What was it? Nope. Whoa, that's old. Visitors. We'll put visitors in here. That way they have a hard time getting in and out of the place because reasons. You know what would be a lot easier is if you just deleted this and moved it over. I gave too much space. Yeah. I see it now. Yeah, that would make this a lot simpler if I just did that. Back to the parking spots. Car 2. 9. And now we can be a little more exact, like this. And then car 1. You could still get into that parking spot. It'd be tight, but you could still do it. And then that looks good. Yeah, that looks fine like that. Are we crooked now? Uh-oh, we're crooked, aren't we? Yeah, we're like, I can see the crook. I can see it, gosh darn it. Oh, man. I would do another montage, but I also kind of do want to just explain my thought processes here. Some of it is like for my own good. Because it's like I try to think out loud, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, that's very off-kiltered. Still a little. Still a tiny fraction. There we go. Now we're level. And boom, just like that. Sweet. And then regular car spot, going down to 3. Boom, like that. There we go. There's the parking lot. And now we need to go back to our print decal and do... Is there a handicap? Wait. Premium parking only. That's a really long sign for premium parking only. Reserved. Put that in here. Rotate it just a little bit. Dink and dink. And then is there not one for handicap? Print your own decal. Well, it just says print your own decal. Bummer. I don't want to put visitors. I want to do for handicapped, because that's what we do, at least here in the US. We make sure to have that. I guess I'll have to do more visitors, but that's annoying. That's kind of annoying. I'll come back to that, I think, because I would love to put in something actually useful. And no, we'll figure this out while we're here. I'll just do taxi for now, to showcase that it's a little more special. Also, it looks like the parking angle was a little special too. No, that's not. That's a weird way of saying it, but my angling was off is what I meant to say. That's okay. All right, that's this parking lot done. Let's go ahead and get the road connected now. Let's see, which road is it? Not this one. Not this one. Not that one. That one. There we go. So we'll put that guy there like that. And now we got to get him connected to the main road itself. And this also exemplifies the importance of painting the ground further still, because it'll make this road look a little more believable if there's more of this kind of weathering going on. Oh, I see what that is. That's something different. Oh, that's annoying that it does that. Can you maybe not do that? There we go. Population off. There we go. Okay. And I feel kind of bad because we've almost gone through an entire episode and this is kind of all that has happened. Now, to be fair, I did get done what I said I was going to get done with the diesels. And I've got a little bit of the yard work, frame work here. And I have our first parking lot set up. So if I had decided to do another parking lot here, it's going to be, I think, a lot easier. And I might do a time lapse on that. But let's go ahead and plop the cars in, and that will do it. Well, we'll see. We'll see if that concludes it. I've said that before and been wrong before. So let's make sure that we're not going to be talking out of our mouths here. Car asset collision off, please. Random 2. No, it needs to be random 3. Lights need to be off. Are you collision off? Let's do that. Ground, lights off, random 3. There we go. We're going to put you there. We're going to put you there. We're going to tilt you, put you there, there. We'll have one guy be the special guy. He backs up. He doesn't follow no rules. And then again, honestly, these parking spots are quite generous. Very few parking lots, at least here, and again, at least here in the U.S., are ever that generous in terms of like size. It tends to be that you're consistently trying to fight for as much room as you possibly can. And then we'll put this one in here. Put that guy in there. Put this guy in there and there. Let's see, one in right here, one guy there, rotate you there, and now it's time for this side. Of a really bad driver there. There. Like that. Sometimes people drive and park in very weird, erratic ways. Random, please. Could you not maybe pick that vehicle? Thank you. Why are there so many brown vehicles? I've never seen so many brown vehicles before. My goodness, that's... And so many green vehicles too. You so rarely see that here. It's just white, silver, and gray is what it tends to be. So we're going to get some of these guys manually added. Another brown one. Okay. I'm going to just do white. That's what I'm just going to do. I'm going to force them to be white. Boy. That guy's a really special, really fun parker. Really lots of fun, I'm sure, parking in his vicinity. What is this? An ice cream truck? We're going to someone who was a really fancy one of these guys right here. No, actually, that's going to be over here in the reserve parking spot. And let's make them red to showcase their luxury. Very nice. And then the other person is going to be driving one of these hot rods. Let's make it a green hot rod. There we go. So that was a nice, decent enough. Let's do a white truck, because I don't think I have many of those. There we go. And then let's do one for a visitor and one of these for a visitor, so that we have visitors coming to see the to look at the place. Look at all them places. Black, and then another white, one of these. Again, parking is never perfect. Rarely do cars ever park perfectly. And that's why I want to showcase. I don't want it to be pristine, like auto dealership levels of perfection, where it's like, and that's unrealistic, you know. Let's go ahead and do one last thing here. I want to get the decals for entrance and exit. I'm just going to put this here, and then I need an arrow. Is there an arrow sign? No. Disabled! There we go! That was what it was! That's what I was looking for! It was in the other section. That explains it. That's why I couldn't... Oh, crap! It's individual characters! There we go. That's what I was looking for. Concrete. No. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Passenger arrow ahead. Yes. Exit this way. I do actually need a yellow divider line. So I think I do need a yellow line. Right about here. Is that level? Almost. It's close enough to where if I put it in, no one would notice that it wasn't perfectly level, kind of a thing. So we're gonna have this little yellow line here to showcase where to be driving, with a white line here, and then also here and here. Again, just to kind of showcase this is where you enter, this is where you exit. Let's get another arrow ahead. And then we need an entrance. Wheelchair drop-off only. What is that? Is that going to be what I think it is? We'll make that wheelchair drop-off only. This will be for handicap, and that'll be for wheelchair drop-off. What was it? Was it this? Yes. Exit. Where's entry? Ahead only. That works. And then, what I might do actually is delete these and make them bigger. So instead of, let's do an arrow ahead. Oh, these are only spaces. I can't enlarge it. That's okay. And then that looked goofy. That was not centered in the slightest. There we go. And then the last thing I wanted to do was no parking signs right here. Kind of just those like, hey, remember, no parking here. Keeping these sections clear. There we go. And then no parking here. What this episode really should be is the devil's in the details, is what this really is. Give way lane. I don't know what a give way lane is. I don't think I've seen that before. Let's do loading dock. Put that in here. Loading dock. No, that's not technically a dock. A dock extrudes from its location. You know what a loading dock is, right? Let's have this be a keep clear instead, because this is where vehicles, you know, larger vehicles will be coming in. And then is there a... It's ahead only. 20-minute stop reserved, doctor, ambulance, up. Okay, cool. So that's that. Let's go ahead and finish this off with some painting. Let's lower that intensity down a little. And then have this connect like this. Just like that. I do want to have only certain areas to be kind of dustier, and I do like the asphalt instead. It does lighten up the texture of the asphalt very nicely, I would say. Just a sprinkling of it is all that it takes to take the heavy looking gravel, or pavement I should say, and turning it just a color, just a shade lighter. Alright, well that is going to do it for this episode of Transport Fever 2. I feel conflicted. This isn't a lot to show for the last 45 minutes, but this was... I enjoyed it. I enjoy this kind of microing detail. If you guys would rather me do more quick video showcasing this, you know, like a montage, definitely let me know. I'll be very curious to hear what you guys think, as I don't really want, if people are not interested in seeing the microwing of this and want to see more of the overarching trains, I would totally understand that, but just let me know, so that way I can make good episodes that keep you guys entertained and are fun to make. So we'll work ahead with that, and that'll do it for this episode of Transport Fever 2. Hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, this is Qui-Gon Jake, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!